All right, y'all, I try to do this video every summer just as a reminder for some, or as an encouragement to someone that's brand new into traditional bow hunting, or maybe you're pretty new into arrow tuning. You've maybe seen some people post stuff and you're like, what does that even mean? I don't know. What am I supposed to be doing? I'm just going to kind of give us a quick synopsis of what I call a 3-step process to a perfect arrow tune. It starts with the bear shaft. Guys and girls will skip this one because they bought a pretty set of custom arrows, or maybe they built them themselves and just got in a hurry to get that dozen done, and now they don't want to take that pocket knife to a brand new fledged arrow and strip the feathers off. But skipping step 1 leads to uncertainty with step 2 and 3, and step 3 being turning loose a broadhead in the fall. So we don't want uncertainty when we turn loose in the fall. So take your bear shaft and get it as good as you possibly can. I hear guys say, well, that's good enough. That's good enough. For me, I always have in the back of my mind that I'm turning loose an arrow at an animal to take its life. Do I want it to be as clean and as effective as possible, or do I want it to just be good enough? So to me, I want my bear shaft to be flying as good as I can possibly get it. Now, I have some shooter-induced error. You have it. Sometimes I'll pluck a shot. Sometimes I'll drop my bow arm. Y'all see me shoot. So I don't come out here first thing in the morning and try to shoot with just getting out of bed. My muscles are all stiff and tight. I come out here, warm up, get everything loosened up, start shooting my bear shafts, and then I take kind of an average. I will have a plucky shot. I will have a drop my bow arm. So I'll have an inconsistent bear shaft here and there. Get it as good as possible. If you have a knock height issue up or down, let me tell you something. When you put that wing on the front of your arrow, it's going to be magnified. It's going to go up or down. You got a spine issue, it's going to be magnified. It's going to go left or right. And if you are truly unlucky, you may have the combination of the two and have a corkscrewing arrow and flying Lord knows where and impacting the animal in places that we don't want an arrow to be. So get the bear shaft flying as good as you possibly can. Please don't skip that step. The next step is the fletched with field points. And one reason people skip that bear shaft is they've shot all spring and summer, 3D shoots, and in the backyard with those Instagram groups, everything's going good with the fletched shaft. Why do I need to strip my feathers off or my vanes off and shoot the bear shaft? That's antiquated, it's old school, it's unnecessary. Well, let me tell you from experience, I can speak this, that I can group the wrong spined arrows, weak or stiff. I've done it, showed off Instagram groups. I'm an instinctive archer and my mind figures this out. Before long, I'm grouping arrows that are of the wrong spine. And if I were to put a broadhead on those, knowing that they're the wrong spine, they would not shoot where I want them to. Again, any flaw in that spine will be magnified by that wing we put on the front. So now we've got our bear shaft flying as good as possible. And moving on to our fletched shaft, it should be flying just like our bear shaft. Now I'm going to show you mine, and this is not to boast on how good Bill can shoot. This is just an example. So I don't know how this camera shows. Here's my fletched shaft. Here's my bear shaft. I was shooting at that green dot in the back. My bear shaft, like I said, I don't know how this camera shows, but it's a hair knock left. It's like an 1/8 to 3/16 knock left, and that's because I add a 1-stringer wrap that's got reflective coating on it and then a plastic coating over that. It's a lot of weight. The wrap itself weighs like 24 grains, and then I add the 3 5-inch feathers and the glue associated with that. So I'm adding weight to the back of the arrow, which effectively stiffens the shaft. So now I've got bear shaft flying good, field point flying good, and I'm pretty happy with that. And some folks will say, hey, we're ready to put those broadheads on and head to the woods this fall, and skip this 3rd step. This 3rd step is one of the most important, if not the next to bear shaft, it's the most important. Put your broadheads on. And for whatever reason, I don't know why, guys and girls will not put a broadhead on, whether they got to glue it on or screw it in. It takes no time. I can glue a broadhead on in a few seconds. I can screw one in probably less time. But people will skip this step, and then they'll take a shot in the woods this fall and wonder what in the world happened. Now I'm going to tell you my personal tuning experience this year with this particular bow. I've got this Bear Green Stripe takedown, and I shot my bear shaft, and I thought it was as good as I could possibly get it. For me, it was looking good. I took that average, everything was looking pretty good, and I took a step even farther than this 3-step. I put a broadhead on a bear shaft, and I don't recommend that for anybody because it's frustrating. I noticed I still had a little bit of a knock height issue, and my broadhead was taking a little bit of a dive down. It wasn't flying straight, it was diving down. So I would have never known that had I not put a broadhead on an arrow. Again, feathers, no matter what size they are, but I shoot 3 5-inch feathers, they hide a lot of flaws. Guys and girls, marketing hype, friends saying, hey, my whatever brand broadhead flies like a field point, all that is garbage to me. Personal experience, putting it on, taking the time to shoot the broadhead is the only way to figure out if your setup shoots a broadhead good. So take that steps 1, 2, and 3, bear shaft, flesh shaft with field point, fledge shaft with broadhead. Shoot them all so that you don't have any surprises this fall. But here's my broadhead shot. First shot of the day with a broadhead. I'm not unhappy with that at all, and it's because I went through the other steps to make sure my setup was tuned. I hope this helps somebody. I hope it encourages somebody. I hope it reminds somebody, hey, I need to get out and make sure my setup is tuned. Or maybe I got a new bow this summer and I haven't gone through these steps, or maybe I'm shooting a new arrow setup and I haven't gone through these steps. Maybe I'm shooting a new broadhead. Just because you shot a 160 grain broadhead last year doesn't mean this different X brand of broadhead in 160 is going to shoot exactly like it. Put it on, shoot it, so you don't have any surprises this fall. Y'all have a great day. Shoot straight, have fun. God bless.